Hey y'all, I'm Kathyjodiys. Thanks for clicking on my video. How you doing today? Today I have some unbelievable, oh my gosh, DIYs, and I surprise myself, and that's odd. Anyway, I'm collaborating with one of my amazing friends today, Mae from Crafty Mae. I'll tell you a bit more about her later on, but for right now, let's get on with the video. Okay, y'all, right here, I got 2 tomato steaks from the Dollar General, but I'm only going to end up using one of them because I went a completely different route. But anyway, I'm going to cut it at 34 inches, and then, yeah, I'm cutting off those tips right there because I'll need them 34 inches. Anyway, I'm going to take these little signs, boards, whatever you want to call them, from the Dollar Tree. And I actually ended up using 7 of them, I believe. I started off with 5, yeah, and I used 7. But anyway, so when I started like cutting in at a 1/2 inch, and then like a 1/4, and no, I'm telling a lie. I went bigger first. I was like 1 1/2, and then up to 1 1/2. But anyway, it ended up being that the bottom of this, when I'm finished, is only 1 1/2 inches wide. I believe so, yeah. And I tell you what, the first time I did it, I felt like they were too wide. And then this time I did it, like they weren't they didn't have a narrow enough like angle going down. And then this time I felt like they was too slim. So you might just have to use your own judgment because as to how you may want them. But here I'm marking down 4 inches, I believe, and I'm going to find the center. And I taped them together, and I'm just going to drill a hole through all of them. It's just easier that way. But, yeah, you see, I'm going to have to measure them and let you guys know. Okay, so here I am. I'm downstairs, and I'm trying to figure out here for you guys. Oh, my, they're 16 inches long. And they are 1 1/2 inches wide. But I got those big skewers from the Dollar Tree, and I cut them down. And then I got that wreath form. Well, it's that one that's a circle, the orb one, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm going to break it because I'm going to run that through my hose there. Because I'm building a giant windmill, y'all. The very top part, at the very top, it's 3 1/2 inches wide, and the bottom is 1 1/2 inch wide. So see, my slope was very narrow, and I think it would look better if they were wider. Anyway, after I got one the way I wanted it, I laid it on the other boards and traced it out. But right here, I'm just taking wood glue and hot glue, and I'm gluing my skewers to the back of my blades there. And then I'm just going to seal it in with some hot glue. And here I'm just going to lay them out to see, the angle that I'm going to want them to be. And I had that piece right there. It's 8 inches, and I cut it in half. But I ended up going a completely different route there too, you guys. So see that line right there? That white line? There was a purpose to me showing y'all that, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, when I lined it up there on that thing, I measured it there, but I cut it I don't know, a 1/2 inch down. Y'all saw that. But I painted all of my blades in steel, and then I got elephant there, and I got that dauber. I can't find those wedge makeup things anymore, and I hate that, but... So I ended up using that little spouncer, they call it, sideways, and I loved how this turned out, you guys. I just kept adding and adding and adding until I get it the way I like it. Some people like them lighter. I tend to like it a little bit darker and not as... I know it looks crazy there. Y'all's like, what the world? But anyway, I take that brush metal and I give it 2 coats. I go over it twice because it's so thin. But I used white and elephant, and steel was the base paint. And then I go over 1 coat with metallic silver. And then I add a little bit more white, and, it just, I don't know, just to get it how I want it to look. And that's how I wanted it to look. And then while it was still wet, that's after the metallic on top of it. After it was still wet, I put cinnamon down the sides of it because I'm going to do the rust thing. Now, I do mine a bit different. I learned about this from Teresa from, oh no, she does Shabby Chic. Y'all know who I mean. But then I did mine different. You know, you find these techniques and then you just make them your own, you know. But I'm taking Mod Podge. After I put the cinnamon on, I take Mod Podge and stamp down the cinnamon on there. And then I put it on again. This is after I keep scooping it up in my bowl. And then while it's wet, I take Mod Podge, or, you know, after I put more cinnamon on it, I take Mod Podge and go over again and, like, smash it in there. Yeah, see? Just like that. And then, because I don't want it flaking everywhere. And it usually doesn't. Okay, I got one of those octagons from the Dollar Tree. You guys, if you can find those, you cut the bottom off of it. Look, you got a little... Look, and this is the only one I have. If I had more of these, don't nobody send me any. But I cut the bottom off. I got paint on my arm. Cut the bottom off. My little houses. Nah. The dog moved the camera. Nah. Anyway. Never mind, I forgot that I told you. Anyway, and I had to cut it thinner because it wouldn't fit on my tomato steak right. But anyway, you saw how I laid them out there, and I drew lines down on the side, and I took my drill and drilled holes into that thing. You guys, I broke one of my new drill bits doing this. That little drill bit there, doing that angle right there. I could not believe it. But anyway, yeah, I really went down in there as far as I could so we could stick the blades down in there. And then we're going to have to mark them again and cut them down, and I cut them the same size. Now, that one... that has the blade in it, I had to cut it a bit shorter. And it did, like, aggravate my other holes. But, you know, I got it figured out. And I tell you what, my very center one, I wish I would have cut shorter. And I'll tell you why when we get to it later. Because, yeah. Anyway, so I got them all in there. And I'm going to tilt them all sideways. I'm sorry I have to go so fast with this, you guys. But it took so long. And I put my wire, that wreath form wire in there. And it took those two. So I taped it together there just to get it through. It fell apart. It didn't work. And I'm going to show you what I do with that also. But, man, I really wanted y'all to see me put that wire in there. Okay, so I had this idea to use shrink tubing and my husband had some. So, and it's real simple. What's it for? Electric or plumbing? Or it's for electrical wire. And we're going to do this, and hopefully it'll hold my thing together. Yeah. Okay, so what I did is I messed up the first one because I listened to my husband. The second one I decided to do my own. So I took 3 pieces that was all the same size. And I'm just taking Scotch tape, and I doubled them together. You guys will probably be able to see better later. But... I folded it over itself, and then I took that shrink tubing, and what it's for electrical, honey said, and then I took my lighter. You can use your heat gun too, but the lighter was so much faster. And you heat it up, and it melts down. So it melted down around my wire there. And then I slid that second piece on top of it, and I think I did 3 pieces. And yeah, and then it gets hard, so it was going to hold that together. And so, and plus I made sure that I laid it in a place that a blade would cover up. You see? Yeah, you see. But right here, I'm just cutting that extra tape off there. Yeah, see, isn't that cool? Anyway, so, again with the wire. So there I took a 6-inch piece, and I take my, see, that's where I had that one plan, and I changed it. But a 6-inch little round from the Ugly Truth Gals, and I'm not cutting it in half. I'm lining it up with my tomato steak and cutting it at that line. And then I take wood glue and a little teeny tiny bit of hot glue. And I glue my little house thing, octagon thing, on my tomato steak. And then I just take wood glue and I glue on my blades in. Yeah, that taught me to one. I really wish I'd cut it shorter. It's bugging me. I will have to fix it. But, oh, right here is where I measure now. I end up cutting up 1.5 inches, me with 1.5 inches. And, because that's going to go on the front and cover that, yeah. So I use wood glue and hot glue, and I glued that little piece I just cut onto that, like, made it flush with the bottom of it there. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with me. And I painted it in steel, and while it was wet, I took elephant and, like, rented it. I was going for a look, and I was trying to get it, and I was having a hard time, and I'm just like, ah! And then I took black chalk paint and I took my brush sideways. And I mean, it was close to what I wanted, but not exactly. But hey, you know. And then I took more steel. And when I got it all on there, I like kind of wiped it and blended it together. Yeah. And then I'm going to take, excuse me, they're 10 millimeter half beads. And I'm going to lay them at the base of each blade. And then I will put one on the blade above it. Except, look, I had them all even all the way around. And then on that middle blade, I lifted it higher because it was longer. And I shouldn't have done that, but I did. So it is what it is. And then I take that little half-inch round wood piece from Valerie Allison and wood glued it down. And there I'm just going to cut my wires. And I didn't know what to do with that wire sticking out. If you all ever make this, don't put a hole in one of the blades. See, I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. So that way you can tuck it behind it and it's fine. And then so I'm just tacking them down each side with hot glue. So they'll sit, still. And then, oh, y'all, sorry. And, oh, wow, yeah. Anyway, look at my belly. I look pregnant. But anyway, I'm a chunk of dunk. Anyway, I took that silver rub and buff and I painted on my little, listen, if you guys use rub and buff, if you put it on something, it is not coming off. You hear me? Of anything. Anyway, so I take those half beads, more of them, and I put them at the top, like one each side of that hole that I drilled. And there I'm just taking Mod Podge and putting more cinnamon down. That's why I didn't care if my painting was messy. And, yeah, so I made that rust on that. Yeah, I know. And I did the whole same thing that I'd done with the blades and everything. Okay, y'all. I got that welcome word from Hobby Lobby. It was $2.99. It was in the spring stuff, 40% off. And it's almost 18 inches long. And I painted it in cottage white. Y'all, I'm going so slow. But I showed you this to show you that I was trying not to get it on that cut. It didn't matter in the end. Because I'm going to take elephant chalk paint and distress the entire thing. Now, y'all, I wiped nearly all the paint off my brush I can. And then I did take that little spouncer thing again, and I went around the, like, all the edges to, like detail, make it, like, pop more. And then that W and E between it, I think yeah, you see how I ran it up through there, trying to distress it, like, to make it look separate, you know what I mean? Me and my editing skills. And then I got that chain. I rusted that chain, a lot of it, last year when I made a chicken pig and cow thing. Chicken pig and cow thing. Anyway, and those are just the chains from the planters, the hanging planters, and the hooks from it. See, I rusted them also. And I'm going to put them in my welcome word, and I'm going to put it up over my my blades after I get it hooked in there. Don't know what I'm doing. And going to wrap it up behind it. And just hook it up there. And here it is, you guys. This thing is beautiful. It is beautiful. And it is massive. It is 3 feet, 4 inches wide. And 2.5 feet long, I believe. That's without the welcome. But see, I need to lower that center blade because it's pulling my wire up. But you guys, this looks like something you'd buy in a store. I'm not even joking. It is insane. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my gosh. But see, I mean, I think my blades could have been wider. It would have looked better. But I know, y'all. I know. I pick on myself. But I'm a perfectionist and I can't help it. You guys, this is my friend Mae. Look how cute she is, even sideways. I know. I don't know why I got her sideways. But she is phenomenal. And look, that's her YouTube account. If you guys like me, you're going to like her because she has word vomit like me. And she is so funny. She makes me laugh. And I'm telling you, if y'all go check her out, you will not regret it. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know why she's not like 100,000 already. But look at that beautiful thing. Look at this stuff. I'm telling you. And her personality, we're related. And I think that we were twins and we got separated at birth. I think we're in her on her TikTok account now. But oh my gosh, this thing, I'm in love with it. Look at it. But she is doing a massive giveaway. And it's going to have rubble and transfers and napkins in it. So you guys go over and subscribe to her channel because she's doing it for her subscribers. And she said if y'all subscribe, y'all can be entered in. But check her out, please. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got one of those chargers from the Dollar Tree. Brenda sent that to me, my best good friend, from Brenda, from Rustic Lace DIYs. And I got that, it's so cute, from Amazon, that little goat. I remember when some of y'all was calling me a goat, and I like hurt my feelings, because I thought you was literally calling me a goat. And then my daughter and son-in-law, oh no, my ex-son-in-law, gross, made fun of me because they said that meant greatest of all times, and I literally thought y'all was just being mean and calling me a goat. Anyway, that's how dingy I am. I don't keep up with this jargon these days. Anyway, I cut my stencil down, and I taped it down because I was trying to hold it down flat, and I couldn't get it, but I'm not going to need all that extra stuff. I could just use tape. But I just take ink by Folkart, Rich Black, yeah, and my little spouncer, whatever they call them, and and it came out good, but see right there, it was still popping up down that corner, and my flower got a little bit jacked up. But I just take a paintbrush, put some water on it, because that surface is slick, and I just fix my flower right back to what it should have looked like. And yeah, I forgot to say, if you like my video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. And I would appreciate if you subscribe, because I'm going to try something that my best friend Brenda from Rustic Lace did. I'm going to try to reach 30,000 by my birthday. My birthday is September the 5th. So come on, guys, help me out. Please help me out. I need it. I don't need it. I just want it. I'm just being honest. I'm just all kind of messed today, you guys. And I'm going to take that homeward from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take and paint the bottom of it in steel. And I'm going to paint the word home in that Rich Black by Folkart. I think, yeah, that's what I used. So, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to take one of those things from the Dollar Tree after I fuss with that sticker a minute, and I'm going to paint it with our Dollar General chalk paint. Y'all keep forgetting about it. And then I find it and I do it. But anyway, I'm going to take wood glue and cover that bottom and a little bit of hot glue, because I got to keep working, y'all. And I'm going to set it down on there, and I'm going to set my charger up behind it. I didn't know how I was going to set it, but I figured it out right quick. And I take and drill 3 holes in the back of it. And I'm going to, the center one sets up closer, and the 2 on each side sets a little bit further back. And, yeah, a piece of my wood fell off, so I just would go back in there. And I cut down my little skewers. Those are little short ones from the Dollar Tree when they used to have those all the time, 10 in a pack. But I cut down that center one also. But, and then, I give it 2 coats of polyacrylic after that one dries, like sanding, then another coat. That's what I did. And then I'm going to take that gray and white gingham ribbon, y'all, and put a little dot of glue. I think I got that from Sam's. I've had that forever. 3 years, probably. And I'm going to wrap it all around. And see, that way if I get it crooked, I don't like using hot glue all the way around it, because I think it looks messy. And then, if I screw up and make it crooked, it's easier to just pop it off in that one spot. Yeah. So, and I'm going to take and do the same thing around the base of my homeward. Yeah. And then, I'm going to take some eucalyptus. I want you all to see, but then I can't see, and I'm thinking I need to figure out a better way to film, but I get up and down, so I don't know. I got to figure out something. Anyway, I put that eucalyptus from Walmart and some daisies in there, and I took that gingham ribbon and cut a little bow for her hair. And here she is. I think she is absolutely adorable. I mean, some girls have beards. I have a mustache. Anyway, yeah, I think she's cute. And I love her. And I want a billy goat. I want a pygmy. I don't know why I let this there in there so long. I can just talk. Mae, go check out Mae, y'all. She does the same thing. She is funny. She's funnier than I am. Well, no. I'm sorry, Mae. You're not. But she's funny. Anyway, okay. I got these 2 signs from the Dollar Tree last year. in the spring, I need a drink, you guys. And I was trying to move it because my little you'll see, it doesn't fit, and it needed to move just a smidge. And that's well, I couldn't use it. I'm sorry. Let's start all over. You can't use the front of that because when you paint it, you got indentions and you can see all those words. So I had to use the back, and I wanted the frame. The sides, I tore to shreds. I could not get them off. But the end pieces, the pieces that really mattered, I got them off easy. And then I got those little signs from the Michaels forever ago. And they were 99 cents then. They're probably $12 now, but they were 99 cents. But I'm going to take Aleene's Tacky Glue and glue my frame on. But I had to use those flat bamboo sticks from the Ugly Truth Gals again. Whoop, whoop, Ugly Truth Gals. Anyway, and I'm going to cut them down, and I'm going to take Aleene's Tacky Glue, and because they were the same, like, thickness and everything, so it worked out great. But I really wish I could have got those off without tearing them up. And those little things, y'all, I save those. Every time I cut a 45-degree angle off of a board, y'all have seen me do this with shelves before, I save it. Yeah, and you can use them for kickstands to put behind, like, little shelf sitters and stuff. But, I took wood glue and glued it to the center down there, and I shouldn't have done that. What I should have done is glued it to my little sign first, and then glued them on there together, because I did get it crooked. But anyway, but after I straightened it up, I set some weight on it, set them aside. They did dry overnight. They don't have to dry that long, but I stopped working. And then I'm going to do the crackle effect. I'm going to put a layer of school glue. And you need to do as smooth as you can, even layer. Yeah. And then after you do that, you're going to take the paint you want, and you do the same thing. Smooth, even, and try not to go over the same place twice, because it will not crackle if you do. I don't know why. I'm not the Elmer Glue paint gal to ask, but I have no idea, but it just doesn't. Oh, but I did paint those signs in sandstone. Sorry, I'm just blah, 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 blah. Anyway, after I get all my paint on, you can have it thick, y'all. Thick and gumpy, and it still crackles. And you don't have to apply heat. I just do that to make it go faster. You can actually set it aside, and it will crackle on its own. I feel like it crackles better with heat, though. And you can use a hairdryer to do it, I think. But anyway, and when I do all that and it's done, I do every piece of it, y'all. I try to sand as much paint off my frame and glue as possible. And then I paint it with sandstone, the frame. Yeah. Anyway, woo. Did I ask you all to go check out Mae? Oh, goodness. I love her. She is so sweet, y'all. Anyway, I take those command strips. Look, like 4 or 5 years ago, I went to our Kroger's. They had the packages on sale for 25 and 50 cents. I bought all of them. Only have like 3 hangers left now. But anyway, I'm going to take that wire jute from the Dollar Tree and cut it in half and wrap it around itself there. And I'm going to take that greenery pick from the Dollar Tree. They're new this year. And you need 2 picks if you're going to make 2 wreaths. And they're attached. I just unattached them. Now, you don't have to glue them. You can stick it under that jute that we wrapped around them. Wrapped around it. I'm sorry, y'all. But I won't glue it because I have no intention of taking it apart and reusing it. Goodness, I want to keep it. So, anyway, you see what I'm doing. I'm just hot gluing pieces down. Just hot gluing, lay it down. Hot gluing, lay it down. And then if there's a place that needs filled, I will cut one in half and kind of like fill that bald spot. You know what I mean? But anyway, and just make it full as you want. And then I'm going to take my glue stick here, my purple glue stick, and some craft paper I've already used. That way you're not wasting it. And I've been doing this for a few years now, you guys, and flip it over on itself. And that way you still got the pretty side to cover back with if you have to. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but it was indentions on it. And I knew if I painted it, you was going to see it. And I didn't like that, so covered it with some craft paper. And then I take my utility knife and I cut around it. Happy Memorial Day, you guys. I can't believe I forgot to tell y'all Happy Mother's Day. That was crazy. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, I take some more of that wire jute, and I take and wrap a pencil around each end and make little curly cues, and take Aleene's Tacky Glue and glue it down. And then I'm going to take some hot glue. I did try to use sticks. Yeah, it don't work, y'all. It was too wobbly. But I take masking tape. I'm sorry, y'all. Goodness. And I cut it. That way it's not ripped on the ends and it looks more even. And I hot glue, or no, yeah, I put the tape on the hot glue. I'm taping my hot glue down. Don't y'all do that too? Anyway, and then put our little wreaths on them, and there they are. And I think these are so pretty. And they will hold weight, you guys. That little bird right there, that's a heavy little critter. And then there's a little, I mean, they're just tiny little shelves, but I've been making shelves for my hallway and stuff like that, and these are going to go in there too. Aw, aren't they cute? I love them. Anyway, for $3, you guys, $3 a piece. The sign, oh no, you got the pick, I was going to say, and the shelf, but it's $1.25. But then you got your wire juice, so $4. Anyway, well, $3.50. Anyway, I got that sign last year at Thanksgiving, fall, whatever. And I'm just going to pick everything off of it, y'all. And I'm going to remove that paper. My scraper's at my mom's, my little blade. And I'm like, oh, no. So I'm using that. It's much easier with the razor blade that I use. And look at all that glue. That's awful. But once I get it all cleaned up and dry, I'm going to paint it with celery on one side and mineral on the other side. And I'm going to sand it down real good. And I'm going to sand the sides real well and make them look all worn and stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm so sorry. I got that beautiful stencil from Stencils last year, you guys. It's the first time I'm using it. I love that thing, and I don't know why I haven't. But on my celery side, we're going to take and lay it down there, and I'm going to take that mineral paint. And I was told, like, that's one of the stencil brushes. But if you, like, like, put the brush down and, like, wiggle around, but don't raise it up, like, kind of, like, squirt. I don't know. I can't explain it. I'll have to show you this next time. Anyway, and then after I clean it, I take and lay it on the bottom half and do the rest of it. And then on this side, Brenda sent me those, you guys. She got that at the Dollar Tree. That is nice if y'all can find it. I've never seen them in my stores. There's the SKU number. But if you could find, those are really nice. And, yeah. So, but those are stickers, and I didn't realize that. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking window clings, and when I fussy cut around each of them because I want it to look nice and neat. And, you know, I don't want no plastic around it. And it may not have had, but that's what I did. But those are sticky, and if you lay it down, you better be prepared to keep it there because, yeah. So, and I know some of y'all think that's offset, and I debated, but I think I like the letters being in the middle matching, so the little spoon handle was more to it because it kind of floats. I don't know. But anyway, I distressed it with some black chalk paint by Folkart. And with that little chippy brush Brenda gave me. I love that thing. And I took some jute and wrapped it around the top and the bottom. And on this side, I made a 4-loop finger bow. On the other side, I made a 3-loop finger bow. And I'm just going to burn the fuzzies off of it. And we're going to hot glue it down. And then I'm going to take that thankful word. I pulled it off a sign, you guys, from fall. And I'm going to hot glue it down. And then I'm going to take my torch lighter there. And I'm going to burn it some to make it just dark. You know, just look, I don't know. I just liked it. So I was like, oh, I like that. And it wasn't on purpose. I was trying to get hot glue webs off. And I was like, ooh, I like that. But anyway, I'm going to tie 2 little beads on it. One a little bit longer than the other. And then, and now and then. Yeah, I'm doing that. Well, I know y'all know how to tie beads and you didn't need to see all of it. But, you know, I just, you know, I don't know. So, but then I do want my strings to be the same length. And here it is, you guys. I think that is pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. And if you want to be like, I need the measurements, but I don't want people to see the measurements, just flip it over and you got the pretty other side. You know what I mean? Like, oh, when I'm cooking, because give me a number and I just go dumb. You just may as well punch me in my head because I can't do any type of math. And it's getting worse now that I got dementia, you guys. But anyway, well, I don't have dementia. I'll explain it to you guys. But anyway, and I just think that's pretty. Yeah, I do. Well, I kind of do have it, don't I? I got that. Never mind. Anyway, okay. I got that from the Dollar Tree for $3. I don't normally buy any of their stuff. And I should have checked it. And listen, y'all, check it. Because I wasn't paying attention. And that paper I got from Hobby Lobby, y'all. And I got it. And I saw Mae, what she did with hers. And so this is kind of inspired by Mae. I mean, hers was way different. But the 12 by 12 thing and the count. Anyway. So, and I messed mine up. That's why I went a different route. But anyway, I put my paper in there, and I just ran my finger in the crease to cut it. And one side I actually messed up. I ripped it, but that's all right. And that's why I had to paint the inside white. And then I put entirely too much paint, and I was smashing on the sides and everywhere. These are my grandpuppies. You got first Jessie wanted to say hi, y'all. But you see that brindle boxer? That's Skylar. And this little black and white one here, that's Addison. Look at that baby. Look at this face. She looks like a little teddy bear. Look at that. Oh, no. Y'all need to pause it and look at that face. And then that's my Jess, of course. And all jealous. Look at him. And there's Skylar. But she has a new puppy. And he is a chocolate lab. Look at Skylar. She's so precious. And she has a new puppy. And she's a chocolate lab German Shepherd mix. And she is crazy. She's 7 months old. Look. I didn't get the... Yep, there's her face. You don't see it. That's why. Because she's crazy. Anyway, my hope. My daughter's up here visiting. And she brought her doggies. But anyway, I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge down, you guys. And I'm going to put my little picture in there. And I'm going to rub it down. But yeah. So mine has a hump in it. And I was like, what is going on? And I started to show y'all, but I was like, I really need to get this video out. I'm procrastinating enough. But y'all don't forget to go check out Mae. But anyway, hey, and get in on that giveaway. And if she gives you any good, like, napkins, give me something. No, don't. I'm joking. She has beautiful napkins from everywhere. Goodness. And rub-on transfers like you wouldn't believe. Plus, there's other things she's putting in there. But anyway... And then I take different types of eucalyptus, and you see what I'm doing. And I'm going to hot glue them down to the top. And, yeah. And then that one pick, I took a port, and I'm just going to twist two pieces together and hot glue them down. And then I got these beautiful cream peonies, and I'm going to hot glue a bigger one in the center and two smaller ones, one on each side. And then... that's it for that one, you guys. Oh, I did distress it with the elephant. Did I tell you that? Look how pretty he is. He's so precious. My precious. Anyway, I think they're cute. I love them. Some people's like, I don't get it. I don't know. I just think they're adorable. Here is everything, y'all. And look, I didn't get the... I'm sorry, Shirley. Well, I'll have to get your napkins next video. And I got a new gift from Kathleen. And I got some more at the post office I got to go get. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I had to do my final reveal kind of different because there just wasn't enough room with everything. You see? And if you guys go on over to Mae's channel, don't forget to tell her I sent you. Say, hey, Mae Mae, what you say? Because I call her Mae Mae. Her name's Mary. We call her Mae, but I call her Mae Mae. Anyway, oh my goodness, all the rhyming. I should be a rapper. Anyway, I love y'all so very much. I pray y'all have a wonderful and blessed week. I don't know. Y'all's the bomb. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.